We
What's
live,
going on,
baby.
guys? It's your boy Precious Smooth here. Precious Smooth Boxing TV, the best boxing show in Las Vegas. Look, let's get right into it. We got some big news.
Big
The fight
news.
hasn't been announced, but the terms have been agreed from what we've been hearing, and this is huge for boxing. These are the little guys that nobody talks about. We got, Stephen
No
Fulton, Cool
love.
Boy Steph, 21-0 with AKOs versus Naoya Inoue, the
The
monster,
monster.
24-0 with 21 KOs. Man, I'm gonna get right into Naoya, man.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, man, he's a three division world champ. Like it doesn't matter how big you are. And see that's the thing people don't understand. It's because like, oh, they're not 154, 147, 168. No, this guy's running through the people in his division, just smoking them. You know what I'm saying? And then he
Smoking them.
unified his last division, which was
He's a
supposed to be
straight
the toughest
killer.
one. And then after that, he took all the belts and said, you know what? I'm gonna just let y'all hold on to these. I'm coming for something more than that. So now he's
Wants to
coming
be
up.
undisputed at a new weight class,
Yeah, so at
122.
122, he's coming up to 122 to challenge Cool Boy Steph. And I mean, like, this is his biggest challenge. I mean, this is what boxing is about right here.
Yep.
So let's talk about Inoue. Like, he hands of stone. You might as well call him Roberto Duran Jr. Like, he just gets
For
busy,
sure.
and he fights, a lot of angles, speed. Like, it's just, he's a lot to deal with.
He's
And
a heavy hitter, man. He got some heavy hands. He got speed. He got power. Um, I mean, what to say? I mean, he won the Muhammad Ali Trophy. Um, you
I
know,
mean, it says a lot when you got a guy that's 118, 122 pounds, ranked number 2 on the pound for pound list. They don't even show these guys love. Like that's just
yeah.
what
The bantamweights don't really get a lot of love. But it's because obviously the, the heavier divisions get a lot more attention. Um, but needless to say, it's going to be these guys are this is two guys in their prime, excellent boxing skills, speed, everything is there. How the fight's going to play out,
and
we'll,
let's
we'll
like
talk
it's
about
like
that
this.
in a later
So
date.
let's give a full rundown. Now he always been slowly climbing through the ranks. Just either knocking him out brutally, like I'm talking about breaking ribs. Like this is the kind of fighter we're talking about here. Like he will hurt you. Like it's like this is just the facts. I mean, if you watch his fights, you'll see what I'm talking about.
You ain't
So
lying.
it's like he's been slowly climbing through the ranks, just running through the weight classes, and now he's here. He unified his last division, and undisputed champ. I
Drop the
mean, that's
belts.
the biggest thing in boxing. That's the new thing. So he took it, and he could have been satisfied. He said, "No, I want to go up to the next weight class." And now, Cool Boy Steph is the guy there. I mean, he just got into that fight with
Let's talk about Steph, man. Steph.
well,
He put out, put the, always had the city on my back. Now I'm gonna put the country on my back.
you gotta respect him
And
because he's
you
willing.
gotta respect that.
No, he's willing to take this fight right here and say, "Look, I'm gonna go to Japan." This man's from Japan because, like, obviously, there's really no big money in this fight for them here. So he's gonna go to Japan into the biggest stadium they got, sell it out, and fight for. I
Make
mean,
his biggest check.
respect, not for everything. Forget the belts. He's fighting respect his name. You know what I mean? Like
Skills.
Philly,
This is
like
yeah.
come on
Let
now.
me say a lot. Let me say something about this. I'm a big fan of Stephen Fulton, Cool Boy. You already know I love
So
Cool Boy. Um, and he's an excellent boxer. He's one of those guys that takes these top guys and almost makes it look easy. He had that rough fight with Brandon Figueroa, which he said he wasn't feeling all that well. But then again,
well, Brandon
Brandon
Figueroa. I
Figueroa
mean,
is an
those
excellent
two.
fighter
I take
himself.
it like this. I'm gonna cut you off. No,
Yeah,
well, Figueroa, those two, they realized they were taking each other's punches, and that was like a 1,000 punch fight. I mean, I told you, I was like, wow,
yeah,
I'm
fight of
getting
the
like
year.
a headache watching this. So it's like,
But
but besides that, when it's time to box, like he doesn't have to do that. He can get outside the box and actually box you and make you look
look,
stupid. You know what I mean? So
Stephen Fulton can beat you with the jab, like we saw in his last fight with Daniel Roman. And Daniel Roman is former world champion, top guy in the division. He made it look easy, but nevertheless, for Stephen Fulton to take the challenge and say, I'm going to Japan, I'm going to this guy's home country, take on the challenge, bring back the biggest payday he's ever had. I mean, you got to think about it like this. This is not only his biggest payday, but then again,
it's as big as
where can he get a payday like this? I mean, the
but it's not even
divisions, But hold on, the bantamweight divisions. I mean,
Brutal.
they're usually fighting on Showtime. You know, you could be lucky to get an undercard on a pay per view. But you know, Stephen Fulton, the headline of pay per view, that's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Especially in America. I mean, we know Americans barely support our own.
Our Heyman's not pushing him. He couldn't be.
Well, not only that, but it's more about the American boxing fans. You know, they're just very casual. Let's just say that.
Lower weight classes, you know, they don't.
Right. Yeah, they're very casual, and they're not like, I'll say they're not like UK British fans. UK British fans are a little bit more educated than anything. But I just want to say, man, shout out to Cool Boy. I mean, no one's doing this. No one does this. And yeah, that's different though, because he went to go to be undisputed. He had to go do that. You know what I'm saying? This Stephen Fulton's going out there. He was gonna move up to 126, but he said, you know what, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna take this fight. This guy wants my belts. He ain't gonna go lay down. Now that's another thing, right? So most people that go and fight, Inoue. We saw Paul Butler in this last fight. He showed up. He talked a big game. And he didn't show up to fight. Yeah, no. Once he went a couple rounds and he felt the power, he felt the speed. He said, you know what, I'm out of my league here. I'm just gonna try to, just try to get out this fight as smooth as I can, not get my head knocked off. Still got the TKO. He still ended up getting the TKO, but he didn't die though.
Hear me out. Look, that's the beauty in it, because we got Cool Boy Steph here that can box. Then we got Inoue that can just punch. You know, move in quick, cut angles off.
And now,
so it's like, yo, can he keep
both
him
hands?
Can he handle his power? Like, there's so much to this fight that's
right. It's amazing.
It's a very intriguing fight, and there's like so many angles and different ways this thing can play out, because anybody can talk about a fight, but once you're in there, now it's a fight. So it's like that's a big deal. You know what I mean? Can Cool Boy Steph outpoint him? Or can Inoue cut the ring off and get in there? And once he touches him, how does he feel about that power? Does that make me want to move, or am I here to fight for real? I'm in Japan. It's so much to this. Like,
I'm gonna say, look, Inoue right now is ESPN's number 2 pound in the pound rankings. As we've seen, they actually added Devin Haney at the number 10, number 9. Let me take the banner off there. Number 9 and 10 rounds up to be Shakur and Devin Haney, right? Shakur and Devin Haney. So this fight, if Stephen Fulton can go to Japan and have some defend his belts, right? Which he's I mean, he has all the confidence in the world. No one's ever beat him.
You hear me out? No, you still got to get.
But wait,
right. He's still coming up to me. In my eyes, he's an undisputed.
No, he's still the underdog going into that fight. Don't get him mixed up.
He's still undisputed champ right now coming up. So if he beats him, that means he can wipe anybody out down there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. Like,
well, if Inoue wins this fight, he picks up 2 belts, right? And then he just has 2 more one more fight, because the other guy has the other 2 belts. So he has a really hard name to pronounce. But he has the other 2 belts, so Inoue just has 1 more fight, and he could be undisputed at another weight class. Think about it like that. So he has all the motivation to win this fight against Stephen Fulton.
In your mind, you're gonna tell me he's still not undisputed? He gave away the belts. He's still the champ there to me, if you ask me.
I mean, no. I mean, he dropped the belts. He's not the champion no more. I mean, at the end of the day, he's not the champ.
Everybody knows they can't beat him there. He's still the champ.
We'll see. We'll see who can beat him. Look, what I wanted to say is this. Inoue is number 2 at the pound for pound rankings, right? If Stephen Fulton goes down there and beats Inoue, do you see what that does for his career? Look, but wait, look what's about to happen. You got somebody who is not on the pound for pound rankings, someone who can definitely go out there and get the W. What would that do for his career? Obviously, he would be in the. They gotta put him in the rankings.
Gotta be on the pound for pound list.
They gotta put him out, and then you gotta respect that. And what comes with that? Notoriety, money. I mean, he just took out the monster. You know what I'm
He's not
saying?
about the fame, man. He's trying to get a check, take care of his family. You know, that's what everybody's trying to do. You know, so I
Cool boy
mean,
work hard.
he works hard, and you know, what I mean, you can tell he's a good person. I watched him on that Showtime thing they had with what's his name on there when they, you know, it was him and Boots, and I was like, oh, he's a good person. You know what I mean?
Nah, he's a
So
good dude. He's a good
definitely
dude.
respect him
Very
for that.
humble.
Like,
He's
you
a
know,
he's a gym
bro,
rat.
you got to think he sacrificed his whole life in boxing. He's trying to get a bag, man. So it's like, but what I'm telling you is, I don't think you're thinking like, oh, what if he goes to Japan and beats him? Like that's not very easily capable of happening. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what
That
I'm
could
saying?
happen.
I'm
And
talking
then
about somebody like
imagine
he's a beast, but like Fulton, he's a
Fulton
different
could
kind
go
of
out
beast. He can
there.
box. He
He
does
get
this. He does
yeah.
great. You know.
And
So
Inoue's
we're not
never
saying
actually
none of that.
and Inoue's actually never fought nobody like
Exactly.
Fulton before.
And
That's
he
the most
never
important
fought
part.
nobody like him either, so that makes it beautiful. It's
Right.
a beautiful
Right.
matchup, and that's what. And the
Um.
casual boxing fans that don't understand this, you know, this is a huge fight. It's just they're very small men, and you know they don't give too much
Dude,
light to these guys. So you know we're
too much
shining
love to
on them
defend him,
right
but
now.
it's a super phantom weights. 122. Get
Fight right
this
there.
though. Get this. Um. After the what was I gonna say? Um. Remember that this fight is in Japan, so it's more likely going to be shooting for May or June. And usually, if it's in Japan, the fight's going to be on at like 5 a.m. Probably a little bit later on the Pacific or earlier. I don't know, but we going to be up. Everybody should be up for this fight.
We trying to live stream it.
Put that alarm clock. Make sure that you're up at 5, 4
Put
o'clock
the
in the
kids to
morning.
bed on NyQuil.
Dude, you better take some NyQuil at 7 p.m. Make sure you get your behind up, man, and watch this fight. You do not want to miss it. It's a two top guys. It's gonna be
this is the
fireworks.
casual boxing fans that are paying attention to what I'm saying. We got a guy that was undisputed at a weight class. Now he's trying to move up and challenge somebody that has 2 belts, you know, solidified next weight up. And, you know, I mean, it's been, you know, a lot of talking, a lot of bad blood. Not really bad blood. It's been, you know, jazz back and forth. Oh, he ain't really what he think he is. You know,
We'll see. We'll see.
So
Cool boy don't do a lot of talking. Cool boy's cool. He don't do a lot of talking, man.
He
But
took a couple jabs at him, man. I seen him. I was like, okay.
he did. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see what happens. But I'm super excited, man.
He's not really a monster, you know what I mean? And he said, I could beat him on the show or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know how much I believe those comments. Like people just make up stuff sometimes. I need to hear it from him like on video. Because I didn't see that in his handle.
We'll do a full, a fight analysis and who we think is going to win, and then we're definitely planning on doing a full fight recap, or just full live streaming the fight. This is a big deal.
Yep. We live streaming the fight. That's for sure. 4 in the morning, whatever time it takes place, man. Wake up, jump on. But man, that's what we got. So we got for y'all tonight, man. Super excited about this fight. It really doesn't get any better than this.
I'm posting on there all the time.
Hit that subscribe button. Take a moment real fast. Hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with all the latest news, man. Appreciate the support. Peace.